If you really boil it down, there's 4 things that can make you rich. 4? 4. I mean, Europe, Germans do it like this. Anyway, there's 4 things that can make you rich. If you have any one of them, you could theoretically end up rich if you play your cards right. If you have more than one of them, obviously your chances are higher. So let's start with the first one. The first one's gonna be a no-brainer. I'm hoping this doesn't surprise anyone. It's a high income. There's a reason why whenever you watch Financial Independence and all these guys that retired early, they all say, I was a software engineer. I made $150,000 a year. I don't know. I did the robot. I don't know why I did that. It's all of them. I made a whole other video. I'll put it right here about me not being an engineer because I'm not an engineer. I don't make $150,000. I'm trying to do it making $60,000 a year. Average income. Okay. By definition, look it up. In the US, that's the average income. Maybe you have a high income. If so, congratulations, man. Kudos to you. Please play your cards right and end up rich one day. Second thing you can have, you don't have a high, well, you need to, because you need at least one of these 4. Second one is a high savings rate. This one I do have. So I don't want to hear it. If you're on a moderate to modest income, you can still have a savings rate. Now, I'm not gonna listen to, there's nothing you can cut back on, because there's something you can cut back on. I guarantee it. I have about an 80% savings rate, and we cut out all the nonsense that we don't need. And honestly, we're better for it. We have less clutter in the house. We have more money to put away. We still do the things we enjoy. That's for another time. My point is, you can still have a high savings rate on a modest or moderate income, and you can still end up rich one day. And thinking otherwise, 9 times out of 10 is just looking for an excuse. Number 3 is time. If you have time on your side, if you're in your 20s and 30s, oh goodness, and you're going to retire at 60 or 60 something, you have so much time. Even if you put away small amounts, if you put away $200 in your 20s a month until you're 60, you're going to end up rich. If I do it now at 43, yes, it'll grow, but it's not going to come anywhere close to where your account would be. You have time for that money to grow and compound and double and double and double and double again. It's incredible. Go use a compound interest calculator, Google it in and put the numbers in and see what you come up with. It's going to blow your mind. But I'm going to say this too, because even if you're older, even if you're 43 like I am, and you feel maybe behind or you want to catch up, you can still adjust time a little bit, right? You can add 1 or 2 more years on before you retire. I know nobody wants to hear that. That's not the great answer. But if you're really behind, sometimes it's the best answer because it'll give your money a little more time to grow and a little more time for you to add to it. So you can play with it a little bit, but obviously you can't go back in time. So if you're young, like I said, start now. If you're my age, please start now. And number 4 is your rate of return. And again, this favors the young because when you're young, you can YOLO a couple times and recover, right? Because typically when you are expecting higher returns, you're taking higher risks. And if you're getting close to retirement age, you don't want to take those risks because if you lose it all, you're screwed. Right? If you're young, you have time to recover. But that's just the way the equation goes. High risk, high reward. I'm sure that's not new for you. I myself have a little bit of my portfolio, 2 to 3%, where I pick individual stocks. And I'm not just listening to Joe Schmo on YouTube or Reddit and basing my decision off that. I'm doing research. I'm looking at a company like, oh, I see the potential. I see the good leadership. I look at all the things I need to look at before I make a decision to take a chance on those individual companies. And like I said, 2 to 3% of my portfolio. The rest of my portfolio is index funds, ETFs, BTI, S&P 500, those kind of things. And S&P 500, you can typically assume about a 10% return per year. Now, it never actually hits 10%. It's always up and down, around there, but the average is 10%. So if you're trying to project out, that's a good number to use. So that's pretty much it. Those are the 4 ways that you can get rich. If you have any one of those, you have a chance. If you have more than one of those, you have an even higher chance. So take a look at what's available to you. Make the best decisions. Go get rich, man. See you next week.